Hey guys, so I had Ezra 9, and so basically what I got from the chapter was that just our confessing our sins and in a godly way, like understanding that all of our sins have equal, like it hurts God equally, everything, whether it's like we may think that just telling a small lie is a lot less worse than, like, let's say, like what Hitler did to the Jews. But to God, everything that we do, every sin that we commit is just pulling us farther and farther away from Him, and it's just saying that even like a little sin isn't doesn't have the same impact is, I think, ignorant of us. And God, um make sure, like, I know, like, even something small that I do, I still feel guilty from it, and that's because God just lets us know that, like, we did something wrong, and if we don't confess that and we don't, like, take it on and um just become accountable for it, then we're just stuck in this cycle that we can't get out of, where we just think that there's only certain things that'll draw us away from God. Or like, you tell just like a small lie to your parents, like, oh, that was no big deal. But then you look at like what Hitler did, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a big deal, and more people were affected by it. And that is true. More people were affected by what he did. But to our sins are is a personal thing between us and God, and that's something that a lot of people, and especially, I mean, everyone does this, but like a lot of people, including me, we just do something small and we're like, we kind of just rub it off. And but to God, everything, He takes it so personally, because when we sin, it's us pulling away from God. And just being able to confess to God that what you did is wrong, I think is super important as a believer. And it's something that, if we keep doing, God will be able to open our hearts, and we can just begin to become closer to Him again. Because if we get stuck in this cycle of thinking that what we're doing doesn't actually have a huge impact on our relationship with God, then we won't have an ability to become closer to Him if we don't confess our sins and know that what we are doing is drawing Him closer to God. So I think um, Ezra 9 is really just a very, very important chapter, just opening our eyes to that, just confessing our sins and understanding that everything that we do has an impact on other people and our relationship with God. So I think that's something that we can all work on. And just just knowing that to holding ourselves accountable is one of the most important things. And just don't just brush off something because you think that it's not like anything personal. Or but everything that we do, God takes it as we are pulling away from Him. And it's just every sin we commit is, it can't bring us closer to God, because He's sinless, and He just, we've already separated ourselves from God. And if we don't confess, then we're just stuck in this cycle, and it's just a bad thing to be in. But knowing that everything we do is terrible, and just like no sin is worse than the next or better, or just, it's just very important. So that's what I got out of it.